Hey friend, welcome to Grounded, the vestibular podcast. I'm Dr. Madison Oak, aka the Vertigo Doctor. I am the vestibular physical therapist who is here to help you with all things dizziness, imbalance, and vertigo. In this podcast, we explore the fascinating world of vestibular disorders. Come with me as we dive headfirst into a journey to discover the mysteries of the brain, the inner ear, and the balance mechanisms that keep us grounded. Whether you've been managing dizziness for one day or 25 years, we're going to get real about what it takes to manage dizziness, handle the anxiety cycle, and thrive, not just survive, with your vestibular disorder. First, I want to remind you that this is never medical advice. Remember, this podcast is for informational purposes only and may not be the best fit for you and your personal situation. It shall not be construed as medical advice. The information and education provided here is not intended or implied to supplement or replace professional medical treatment, advice, and/or diagnosis. Always check with your own physician, medical professionals, and healthcare team before trying or implementing any information found here. Meet me in your coziest chair while we navigate the highs and lows, the twists and turns of the vestibular universe. Welcome to Grounded. Let's dive in. Hello and welcome back to Grounded. Let's start off with the win for the week. I love this one, even though it's not like everything's perfect. That's why I love it. So, this is Melissa's win for the week. I survived my first Vertigo episode since joining this group in March. I handled it with much more resiliency thanks to the tools from here and the mindset shift. I took a couple days off from my typical, more intense exercise, but still did things normally. Took the kids on adventures, went to work, walked steps, etc. I've had a couple little flares since, and I'm using the thanks brain that dizziness was just a warning, but I'm okay mantra. And it has been so helpful. I then went on a 5-mile jog on Thursday and felt okay. A few months ago, I would have stopped running for weeks, if not months. But now I know it's okay to have setbacks and get back up again gently, one day at a time. I am absolutely obsessed with this win. If you are watching on YouTube, I'm sure you can see Tugboat moving around in the background. He's in my office today. So he's there. I literally am obsessed with this. And then someone replied and said, "This is so encouraging. I haven't run since July 2nd after multiple attacks on the 3rd. I miss it. I'm hopeful I can get back to it." One thing to know about this is that we actually have a return to walk and return to run program in Vestibular Group Fit. It's like a playlist of both Coach Kelsey and myself talking, and we'll tell you when to run, when to walk, when to stop, when to jog. And then there's music in the background, just like lo-fi beats kind of a thing. And then Melissa replied, "I hope you're able to run again soon when you're ready. It really can be so tricky to navigate this." That is so true. It absolutely is and can be so tricky to navigate this. But the amazing thing about having a vestibular disorder is that it does get better and you can get back to the things you love, no matter what. I have yet to find a person who hasn't been able to, who has gotten the right help. And truly, the help in vestibular group fit will get you there. Yeah, literally nothing is impossible when you live with a vestibular disorder. And I want you to know that and be empowered by that and be excited by that and all of the things, because truly, again, I have yet to see someone not be able to do something like they're under my care and I'm like, you know what? Let's stop trying. Because being the ability to do things is there. It's just whether or not like you have the right tools. Someone else, Jocelyn underneath, also posted a win about running. She said, "I jogged for 60 minutes today with 2 short water/breathing breaks, but still that's progress. I've been working my way back up in intervals through the CHOP program because she has both vestibular migraine, triple PD, and POTS. And she's on month 7. She's had setbacks, so I back off a bit, but I've been able to continue and make steady progress. I'm thinking about signing up for my favorite 5K this fall. Never thought that would be possible again, and in the North Carolina heat for all that. I'm staying super hydrated with electrolytes, and I'm on my medication." Everything is possible. All of it. It's all possible. So please know that. Please remember that. And absolutely 100% know going into your treatment that whatever you want to be possible is possible. All right, let's get into the episode. All right, today you can probably see Doug Bow in the back. We are talking all about gratitude. Your gratitude practice is really, really important. And I thought of this episode because the other day on Sunday, our affirmation for the week. If you don't know, in Vestibular Group Fit, we have a weekly affirmation every single week. It's on a cute affirmation card, and we post it and then we talk about it. And this week's affirmation was gratitude. And did you know that practicing gratitude, being grateful, actually contributes to positive neuroplasticity? So when you recognize what you're grateful for, I'm grateful that my hands work. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning and I can talk to you about gratitude, literally. It actually rewards your pathways in your brain and makes those reward pathways fire, sort of like if you ate sugar, similar thing. And that's awesome. So even on the worst days, you can choose to see the positives. You can choose to see the things that you are grateful for. And in that can do more positive neuroplasticity. And because you are doing more positive neuroplasticity, you will actually be less dizzy. So if nothing else you take from today, write down 5 things you're grateful for every single day. So yay for that. So really, why are we here though, right? So in this podcast, we're going to be talking about vestibular disorders and gratitude, why it matters. All vestibular disorders do matter, and they all can benefit from gratitude. Where did my dog go? Oh, there he is. Okay. This has made a significant difference in a lot of people's lives. And someone in group even went so far as to say that like doing this literally changed her whole life. Um, I'm going to find the post and try and read it to you. Here it is. She said, "This is the absolute truth. I used to think the practice of gratitude was a little bit hokey, but once my issue started and I began gratitude journaling based on a book I read, it changed my perspective on so many things. It decreased my stress because I wasn't fixated on the things that I didn't have. It also made it so I don't take so much for granted anymore. I've also been doing it for 2 years now, and it has rewired my thinking with lots of things. Even when I was cleaning earlier and I was so overwhelmed with dog hair, I was like, I need to be thankful for the hair because it means our fur baby is with him and we love him so much. I was immediately okay with all the work it takes to clean up. That is fantastic perspective." Someone else posted in the conversation below, "I'm so grateful for the support that I have here and the tools that I've learned from the classes so far and being able to manage better regardless of how I feel, and I can push through more often using techniques, strategies, and my toolkit. I appreciate all of you." Seriously, we love this so much. And each member of group, like, it is so, so, so incredibly important to be able to find things to be grateful for. It's sort of like my theory that I wake up every morning and I choose to look at the positive. I choose joy. Does it always work? No. Does it always mean I have the best day ever? Absolutely not. But I do wake up every single day and choose to find the positives in this world. And that actually has helped rewire my brain from being really anxious and depressed to being like, oh, everything is not so bad, even though the world is sort of on fire sometimes or a lot of the time. So seriously, this does work. Um, so let's move on. First and foremost, it's going to improve our mood pretty much no matter what. Where we said this on the podcast last week too, the grass is greener where you water it. The grass, I'm going to say it again. Oh, that's tugboat moving stuff around. The grass is greener where you water it. That means that the things that you put focus towards, the things that you invest your mind and your brain on thinking of, are the things that are going to end up in your brain. So if you focus and ruminate on, I'm so dizzy, I'm so dizzy, I'm so dizzy, this is making me anxious, 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 dizzy, 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 over and over and over again, which is really easy to do because dizziness is really frustrating and really difficult, it's going to be nearly impossible to think about anything else. The grass is greener where you water it, right? So instead of that, this is the cognitive behavioral therapy technique, which works for some people and doesn't for other people. So take it or leave it, just like everything. But basically, it's going to help you understand and make new neural pathways based on things that you are grateful for and based on things that are going to positively rewire your brain. So no, this is not like a hokey practice. It's actually going to be something that's really, really important. It's going to, again, help improve your mood. And when you're like navigating the difficulties of something like vestibular migraine, triple PD, whatever it is, finding something that will change your mood in a positive way is ultimately going to be really helpful. Next, it's going to help reduce stress. So, we all know that having a vestibular disorder or any chronic condition and living in the 21st century is highly stressful. We all know this, we're all aware of this. And finding things to be grateful for every single day is going to help reduce anxiety, reduce stress, improve your happy hormones in your brain, basically. Help you feel more calm and more at ease. It also helps with resilience, and emotional resilience makes it basically easier to cope with life's challenges. It's basically the ability to say, like, something happened and I'm able to almost like bounce back. And a lot of times when we're having a vestibular attack or a flare or whatever that looks like for you, it might feel like it's never going to get better. It's never going to change. I'm stuck like this. It's never going to be better, XYZ. If that is true, it's not true, first of all. It does get better. You're not stuck like this. None of those things are true. But knowing that and being able to practice gratitude, which improves resiliency, is ultimately going to help. It has tons of other options. I mean, tons of other benefits as well. Improving self-esteem, helping with sleep. Doing this before bed is a game changer. I know people who like to do it first thing in the morning to set them up for success as well. Totally up to you. Um, helps with empathy, mindfulness, being present. Like, there are a bajillion reasons to do it. But what I want, obviously, everyone wants to know is how to do it. It is so easy. It is literally so easy. You do need to write it down. I prefer it in a journal versus um like typing it or just doing it in your head. It can't be just like, I'm going to think about it. I mean, I guess you could if you wanted to start there, but I do recommend writing it down, because writing it down is ultimately what like wires it really heavy into your brain. So, how to do it is you literally list 5 things or even one thing every single day that you're grateful for. And I personally try not to repeat them. So you can first, I could be like, I'm grateful for Tugboat. He's really annoying me right now, clearly, but I am really grateful for him. Like, I literally am obsessed with him. He's so cute, but he's annoying. But also, like, those annoying behaviors wouldn't be here if he wasn't here. And so being grateful for him rather than focusing on how annoyed I am at him is really what makes a huge difference. Now, everyone wants like a overnight, how am I going to get better situation. Now, writing 3 to 5 of these, writing them down, don't type them, read them out loud to yourself, like do whatever you can slash will do to reinforce it in your brain. But everyone wants to like, okay, this is going to make me get better tomorrow. Literally nothing on this planet is going to be like, this is going to make me feel better right now or tomorrow morning. It just doesn't exist from a chronic perspective. Now, there are acute medications that can abort attacks. There are things like that. There are vestibular suppressants that can suppress your symptoms. But managing this from a comprehensive outlook, from a comprehensive standpoint, is not something that's just going to happen tomorrow. So I recommend adding this to your toolbox of preventative things in order to rewire your brain. We can't really grow new neurons, but we can redo how they talk to each other. And that is what you are looking for here. You are looking to rewire how your brain is talking to itself in order to figure out how to be more grateful for each day, more positive, have more peace, have more resiliency. So if you have any questions about this, please reach out to me on Instagram at the Vertigo Doctor or at Grounded the Vestibular Pod. I love ya, and I will see you next time. Remember, please join us in Vestibular Group Fit. It is the comprehensive solution to chronic dizziness. It just is. It has everything that you need to know in order to manage your dizziness more easily. All right, I love you, and I will see you next time on Grounded.